They started on the ground with Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Our first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Herbert. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. In his own end zone, it's Carr. Out to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw from his end zone, Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tito Ogbonnaya making that tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Charger drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Herbert steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. He took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. That punt returns 69 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to...
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. Start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Rosen. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, we they've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw again on second down. Herbert, throw left side complete. That's Williams. 7 yards there and a first down.
Big play that time by Mike Williams, and it picks up a first down, and he's coming off a career-best 76 catches and 1,146 yards last season and was rewarded with a nice extension for his efforts. Definitely hoping to continue his improvement in his 6th season as a Chargers' big play threat.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it is 28-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around. And
touchdown! Gerald Everett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now.
Chargers 35, Raiders 0. Justin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some room to work. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll throw it with Rosen. Forced out to his left. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he goes out right around the 39. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd and a yard, Rosen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there. Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action here with Rosen. Lets this go for Renfrow downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Ekeler going to get it again on second down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Play action. It's Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Ekeler, they run left side. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
This is a counter play. Ekeler, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. It's Ekeler again, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. And now it's Rosen looking. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Counter play with Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On second down, Jacobs. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done. 2021 was the first time in Jacobs' career that he failed to reach 1,000 yards in a season, but his scoring didn't slow down at all. Still finished with 9 touchdowns in 15 games, and his 28 touchdowns since he entered the league are the 5th most in the NFL.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. On fourth down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout, but still a tough one to swallow here.